pitch is a very, very good idea, and like many good ideas, it's actually an incredibly simple idea and really very obvious, which is that we should introduce film and filmmakers to the organisations that need those films.
What Good Pitch does is it matches foundations or corporations with films that address issues that those foundations are explicitly interested in. So if you're a foundation that cares about education reform, you need ways of engaging members of the foundation, board members of the foundation, the larger community that the foundation wants to talk to, and an incredible way of engaging people is through documentary film. It gives them an experience that's a combination of entertainment and advocacy.
We wanted to go right outside the traditional players who knew about documentary and reach out to people in society who'd never really thought of themselves as partners to films. So they might be running campaigning organisations, they might be running brands and companies, they might be consultants, they might be philanthropists, and they'd never connected to film before. But actually Good Pitch is an opportunity to understand how actually when you put everyone's agendas together, everyone can benefit together. At the heart of Good Pitch is a great film, and I think anyone who's been moved by a film understands that film is a catalytic piece of media. It can do something which campaigners find it difficult to do with reports or other kind of ways of communicating their issue. So the fact that film can move people, it can reach their hearts and minds simultaneously is really the kind of the liquid, kind of gold at the heart of Good Pitch. It just creates partnerships which are good for the films, good for the partners, and good for society. It really is about mutually beneficial relationships.
Last year at Good Pitch San Francisco in 2011, we featured a film, Invisible War, about rape in the US military. It was an issue that had not really seen the light of day, and the filmmakers Kirby and Amy electrified the room. Then her friend stood up who had never spoken publicly about her assault, and she told her story. It was one of the most powerful experiences I've ever had with Good Pitch. That just rocketed that film forward like jet fuel on that project. And so in a very short amount of time, President Obama issued his first statement condemning military sexual assault. Leon Panetta saw the film 2 days later, spoke publicly about the issue. That for me is what Good Pitch can do. It can take an issue, transform the world, and make that media turn into a movement. In just 4 years, Good Pitch has catalyzed $8 million for documentaries. We've had 1,900 organizations participate in Good Pitches, and we've been able to catalyze over 600 partnerships between films and organizations, foundations, tech platforms. It's just enormous, and the need is clearly out there.
If you do a Good Pitch Chicago, you will have foundations, corporations, individual philanthropists who would not travel to New York to do a Good Pitch, who would not travel to San Francisco to do a Good Pitch. But if it is in their home and there are great films coming to them and they can access them easily in their town, then you can bring more people to the table.
I think the Midwest, and particularly Chicago, as one of the leading philanthropic cities in America, is very, very key to really amplify and pull out all these funders who may not have given to film before, but are really invested in transforming certain issues in communities, and Good Pitch can come in and make that happen.